I have well over 5,000 plus hours over my time on Ark, and well, the island's creature spawns I know pretty well. Dodo's on the beach, Giga's up on the mountain, best place to find Rexes is sometimes Carno Island. But what would happen if I completely randomize all those spawn containers and completely change what creatures they can be? What chaos should we get up to, and what shall we find? And with every Ark adventure starting off scratching my arm on the beaches of the island, only to spot that it didn't seem too much different than normal, other than there were a heckload of otters in the waters. I'm sorry, Chips, you'd probably hate this mod. We got the basic tools made, the stone pickaxe, a pike, a hatchet, you know, all those good things, and also realized that I forgot to record audio for the whole entire video. Well, game audio, that is. So, can we get everyone commenting down below? Lol, Veno forgot to record game video. What a noob. Thank you. But, as I head into the jungles, there was something waiting for me. I know some... Oh, wait. Oh, rock column! Ooh! Owie! Oh, God. We got rock column. And... Alright. Thornies are on me. Oh, the thornies want me. Oh, trees are falling. I hear big footsteps. Is that a Dreadnoughtus? Oh my... Yep. That's a Dreadnoughtus. Can't even tame that. And well, being disappointed that I can't even tame a Dreadnoughtus on this map, I made it towards Craig's Island as I wanted to do a note run. But then I found the most absolute overspawn of direwolves. It looks like they're taking over the Dodo land, and they are everywhere. Like, look at them! It's puppies everywhere! Look at this good boy, and that good boy, and that good boy, and they all want to murder me. What am I supposed to, like... Honestly, I'm boned. Like, I can't even tame one. There's, like, at least 20 wolves in a pack there at any time. That's terrifying. But the puppies weren't the least of my concern on Craig's Island. Oh, there's a freaking Nameless! Ah! Nameless! Oh god. I gotta worry about Nameless now? But how am I supposed to tame a, Oh, I need to get a baby. I'd have to get a baby light pet if I had to deal with Nameless. And yes, that is right. I won't be able to mushroom tame or zed plant tame any light pets, but at least we can start the note run in the proper spot. But I still had to deal with Nameless near the 4 times note, and well, I may have slipped. I can't believe I just did that. I can't. And well, I managed to actually hit the 4 times note this time, but yet again, the note run was just not gonna happen. Hey, all the wolves are on me too. Oh no, oh no. Ah, no, I'm dead. I'm boned. I'm boned? I am absolutely, yep. Dead. Note run, no more. So I spawned myself closer to the first cave I want to attempt, and well, ran into Direwolf country. Like, there was a load of them. Look at all these aberrant ones. And another rock elemental. So I had to dodge him, but then we found some aberrant Gigantopithecus, and well, since the passive tame, I sat there and fed them berries until I had a mate pair of Gigantopithecus, one named Chad and the other one Jane. And well, Chad and Jane got down to business within the cave, and well, I was a little bit thirsty, so we headed out on Chad and had to play dodge the dual rock elementals blocking a drop just to get a lick of water. Bloody hell. Oh my god. Holy crap! That's a lot of rock elements. Like, what? Why? Rock elementals in a forest absolutely suck. Like, what am I doing here? I then put down some foundations and a bed so I have a respawn point, and then it was time to enter deeper into the cave, where I found a absolute spawn of bees. There's like 3 queen bees all in this little pocket here, and the little bees are blimmin' annoying. But after dodging that, I found out this cave also has Nameless, which I can't tame any light pets at the moment until I find one with a baby. So I completely just ran for it and gapped it through the cave, dodging the stegos, the dodos, everything that was in here, and grabbing myself the artifact of the hunter, while taking some damage from the nameless. Oh god, can I go through this way? Oh no. Ah! Don't hit the stego. The stego's death. Honestly, seeing flies in a cave like Tappy's was kind of funny. But there we go, our first artifact has been claimed. And well, I now have babies! Gigantopithecus. I then headed out on one of my Gigantopithecus to only just run into a absolute boss of a Daedon, who happened to have a child, so that child is now mine and in a ball. My goal is to get a raft and head all the way over to what normally is Herbivore Island, which is normally quite a safe spot. And well, after building the littlest ultimate raft base, me and Chad Jr. headed on our way. And well, Herbivore Island seemed very similar in spawns, and absolutely no dangers, just no Brontos? I was a bit confused. But I grabbed a bunch of metal, saw a PT, thought maybe I should tame it, but then I was like, nah, you know what? PTs are normal. I ain't taming one at all. After getting all the metal that I harvested cooked, I finally made myself some metal tools and a crossbow. And then it was time to head into the second cave, the lava cave, aka Cave of the Massive. And this cave, yet again, had bees. And this is when I realized the bees have taken over the Megalania spawns. Which is kind of stupid. But there was something else further along in the cave. What am I supposed to do? That terrorbirds, velonosaurs, and a big croc. Okay. With all the crap that's in this cave, I actually managed to mine some crystals so I can make myself a spyglass, because I'm gonna need to peep some of these levels. Maybe velonosaurs to fight the bosses? Who knows? There we go. Lock in a spyglass. Been something I've been needing for however bloody long. But instead, I got ganked by the terrorbirds. Holy crap. Holy crap, birds! Look at them all! Beat them up, beat them up, beat them up. Oh my god. Come on, Chad Jr., you can do it! Oh, I got a treasure map. Oh, awesome. Terrorbirds in a cave. Idea. Actually, that's kind of funny. Yeah, that's a max level Velonosaur, and honestly, I might tame it. But we're gonna have to dodge all the absolute crap that's in this cave first. Oh god, they're gonna stop pewing at me. Run, 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 run. Crapping bees. Jump. And well, this cave had one extra surprise for me. Is that a Megapithecus in the cave? What are you doing in here, buddy? Oh, there's heaps of them. Look at the little monkeys. Oh, look at the monkeys. All having a fun time. And yes, I did tame myself a Megapithecus and called it Duke, because Duke is a beast. And as much as I wanted this yellow cave drop, that gigabyte probably would have ended me, Duke, Chad Jr. all in one fell crunch. And then we made our way closer to the artifact location, where I ran into an absolute crap show. Oh my god, and there's a max level female Velo there. So, alright, that section there is death. Shit, terrorbirds. Just, oh, no, oh god, move, holy shit. Oh my god, no, jump, no, move, run, backtrack. No! Chad Jr. Joke. Yeah, this cave is absolutely just did me dirty. Absolutely ruined me. And I went back in fully butt ass in my undies. And, well, tried to get the yellow drop and died. So, I think it's time we leave the lava cave for the moment. And I tried to head back to base where I got munched by a wolf. It's just, life is life. But I thought maybe I can tame this wolf because it was a good level. But after spending a fair bit of tranks in it, it decided to go night-night in the river. And if you know Ark, and you know how creatures work, when things get knocked out in the river, majority of the time, they drown because they run out of oxygen. But I tried to push my luck. I put some mutton in it, and I was like, maybe, just maybe, it will tame. We got 90+% of one mutton. If it was like a level 130, it might have one tamed off the mutton, and we would have had a direwolf. But this poor doggy, it drowned. It died. All that work, ruined, gone. Just pain. And well, I was returning back to my cave of wonders where an oviraptor wanted my butt cheeks. No. Why? Get him! Get the... Not the baby though. But I also had a baby, so that's a free oviraptor if I ever tame anything with eggs. Perfect. I have one too, which is kind of cool. But then I had to tell Chad what happened to Chad Jr. I'm sorry to tell you, Chad Jr.'s dead. I know, I said I'll take care of him. Yeah, Terrorbirds, cave, lava, swim. Yeah. Hey, at least you got another son. And well, once in the waters again, I spotted an aberrant otter. The thing is, I haven't been spotting fish anywhere, but this one had some babies, which for some reason the babies still say drag fish to them, but I did learn if you hold down E, you get the, like, the wheel thing, and then you can tame it after you've killed the adult. So now we have a aberrant fizzle, which otters are amazing tames, so I'm happy with that. I then added a second floor to my ultimate raft base, and this area is called the Gigantopithecus breeding room, as I put down a dino storage terminal and let my male and female Gigantopithecus do their business as I head back into the massive cave. And hopefully this time, we will pull the artifact out. Move out my way, out my way, out my way. Ugh. Push it through. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh. Hide. But oh my god, yeah, hide behind them, dude! The artifact's defending my ass! Okay. Alright, I'm not grabbing that artifact until all of those velos are dead. And well, there we have it! The artifact of the massive is now in our grasp. And one little quick run out of the cave, and we are clear. Honestly, this jump here. Oh! Alright. Oh, mate. We in trouble. Just frick it. Smack the croc in the head. And move. Oh, we might be good. We're clear. Oh, dude, we did it. We came back. I may return for a Velonosaur, but for now, I don't want to touch foot in that cave ever again. And, well, I headed out on a journey to head to the Pat Cave and Mammoths in the forest. You guys don't belong here, man. You be sweating like crap. Whole things. Oh, freaking eel! The bloody eels in the water! Ugh! Oh, it's worse than leeches. But the swamp had one big surprise for me. What the frick is that? That's a dialer. There's Karchars in the swamp! There are Karchars in the swamp. I repeat, there are Karchars in the swamp! I have no clue what the Karchars have replaced in spawns, but there seems to be at least 10 plus in this place, and I need to cross the river to get to the entrance to the pet cave. So this is gonna be fun. Ah, yikes! Yikes! No, no, please, Mr. Karchars. There's like 16 of you. I don't want to deal with. Oh my god, Karchars. Dingbat! I just threw myself. Wee. Oh, no, stop it. I don't want to get spat on. That's gonna slow me down big time if we get spat on. And well, luckily we made it into the Pack Cave, and I wonder what this cave is gonna have. We've had bees, Velonosaurs, crocs, frickin' nameless. Okay, well this cave has wolves, raptors, and aberrant megalos in the bucket loads. The megalos are a problem. They're a problem. Holy crap! Get. Oh my god. Oh my. No, the megalo! Move! Crap! I'm just gonna. I'm so dead. Oh god, me! Oh my god. What the absolute F is that cave? Oh, that's terrible. They had raptors, direwolves, and a crap ton of megalos. There was a galley in there. Yeah, we might need to do some rethinking or reevaluation. Yeah, reevaluation was 100% needed, as there was no way I was making it through that cave with the monkeys. So I was on the west side of the island with some new tools made. We headed out on a Gigantopithecus to see what could spawn over here. And well, I spotted some thorny dragons, which cool, good for wood. But then I spotted my favorite creature in the whole entirety of Ark. My boy! There are snow owls up here! Ooh, what? Am I high enough? I don't think I'm high enough level. I think it's like 6 snow owl. One more level! Alright. Snow owl. We just spotted a snow owl. I found my flyer. So, with the goal now to obtain myself a snow owl, I did spot this ovis within the rivers, which mutton is going to be perfect for taming it, so this poor swimming sheep drowned to my fists. Sounds about right. And of course I used Captain Fat Dog's handy snow owl trap to trap this low level snow owl, as I couldn't find any good level ones, but I knew once I was off the ground and flying by the flapping wings of the snow owl, I will be able to find myself some better ones. And once she was tamed, she was titled Shelly, and the first snow owl we found was even worse. Island levels, you suck. Big time. With these wings, it was time that I decided to explore the map a bit more. Find out what else has spawned on the map that doesn't. We spotted Ravagers along the side of the volcano. Can't really use them because their saddles requires a resource that is not found on the island. But then I spotted something. Something pay to win. Something worth $5. The $5 Fire Lion and the Pyromane. And well, this might be the one video I think. It could be a great tame to 1. Beat the bosses, take on caves. So, I may absolutely tame one. But for now, we still got some more exploring to do. Holy dimorphs. What the absolute frick am I looking at? Dude, this is actually, there's too many wings, man. This is actually lagging my game. There's basilisk snakes. Oh no, there's basilisks in the river. And yes, a basilisk would be pretty amazing. I don't think they can actually take on the bosses, but that would be so much fun to use. Slight problem though. I need either rock trike eggs or wyvern eggs. Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. But you know what I did spot though around the jello drop? A featherlight with babies! So, of course I quickly murked the parents, and now I actually have mate pair of featherlights. so I can get more featherlights if need be, and now I have a way to deal with Nameless, and if there's Reapers, eventually Reapers. That was absolutely a bore to find. Oh my god, wyverns are in the snow. Now I will add in here, the wyverns that have spawned in with this mod that I made actually are knockout tameable, as there was no way I could steal eggs or make the eggs spawn in on the map. This is the same. If rock drakes came in, I just made it so they are tameable by knockout. Doesn't mean I get one though, it's a different question. But enough about thinking of tames, it's time to build a base, and well, I've always wanted to do this, and that was build up the side of the volcano. Even though at this point we just got a bed in a box and some owl feet, it's gonna turn into something epic. And while harvesting for some resources, I spotted an armored doggo. A actually good level one, a 145. So, I of course tamed it, and now we have Pluto. And having an armored doggo could come in handy if I actually spend the time to make any of its saddle assets. Do I? Do I? And well, I did set up a forge and a campfire on top of my new little side of the volcano base. Don't know what I'm going to call this, but we're going to have to harvest a bunch of metal nodes here. Because metal's metal. And after a while I ended up moving those down into my lower room, which has a nice view of the redwoods. It's actually a really cool spot, and maybe someday I'll build like an epic off the cliff base in a video. But as per usual in these kind of videos, I just build the bare minimum, make it look kinda cool, and we'll leave it at that, right? And you know what you can do that would be cool and helpful is hit the subscribe button, as we are less than 800 subs. That's right, 800 subs of that glorious 100k. So it would be lovely to hit that very soon. And also like the video because that helps out. And comment down below, what's your favorite creature in Ark? Why not? I then knocked out a 40 dragon, and well, I thought this would help boost my wood harvesting to the max. Until I realized it requires clay for its saddle. I can't get clay on the island. So that's just a 140 dragon that I knocked out for no reason. And also then I thought maybe roll rats. Can't get green gems. So my only wood harvesting option is a beaver or a mammoth again, which is a bit of a bummer. And see, one of the mods I added onto this playthrough is the upgrade station, as I honestly hate looking in loot crates to hopefully get what I want. And this just allows me to upgrade my gear a little bit, but using the resources so it's not so cheaty. Well, it was finally time we entered into the Clever Cave. Is this the Clever Cave or the cave? Yeah, it's Clever Cave. The one in the center of the island, I think. We have Pelagonus in this cave. What? What? Alright, Pala's in this cave. Is that a... oh my god, that's a Thyla. Oh, that's a Megapithecus. Oh, that's a Megapithecus. And Troodons. Holy balls. What the... okay, I thought I shouldn't have been worried about this cave. Frickin' Megapithecus. Oh, we got Thylas and Troodons and wolves. I don't know whoever thought doing randomized spawns in a cave was smart. Oh wait, that was me. But Thylas in a cave? No thank you. I shall never do that on one of my mob maps. I promise. Yeah, I probably will do it, sorry. But I've got to be honest, these things are absolutely insane. And of course, they're both level 145s I'm facing at the same time right now. Like, come on, can't I get these spawns elsewhere? Like these levels better somewhere else? But no, this cave has freaking Crocs and Thylas and Pelagonus and Troodons, and it's just chaos, man. But eventually I made my way all the way to the bottom room, where I took out a pack of absolute murderous Troodons. Holy frickin' Troodons! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's too many. Oh, they're pushing me! They're pushing me closer to the Thyla of Death! No! Don't. Yeah, I don't mind being in the corner. Holy frickin'. balls. Freaking hell. Bro, Troodons in a cave are just terrifying. We snag ourselves our third artifact. And well, that means we have 3 artifacts for the Broodmother. But I have no creatures to fight her yet, and I also learnt that I can run straight up the side of the volcano with my Megapithecus right to where my base is. Which is kind of cool. But also terrifying if something big like a Couchard just spawns near my base and decides to walk all the way up to it and munch on it. That could happen. So following that cave fiasco, we found a 140 male snow owl that I tamed. And of course I bred it with Shelly, our low level girl, just to make sure we had some extras because there's lightning wyverns along the rivers. And one shot to me and that's gone, and I don't really want to be trying to tame another snow owl when I could have extras on the back. Also got this monstrous yellow drop with a ring. Double crossbow, anyone? Thank you. And then I found myself a high level female snow owl, which of course we knocked out and tamed. So I now have a breeding pair of solid snow owls to work with at base. But before I head to base, I have to scout out Carno Island and see what is spawned here. And that's a Giga. 2 Gigas. 135 Giga. Yeah, this ain't Carno Island no more, it's Giga Island, and they own this island, and I do not want to return here until I need to get the artifact. Holy crap. That's absurd. This island went from pretty annoying to deal with to, yeah, you're dead. You step foot on this island, you get sniffed out, you're dead. Gone. Munched. Crunched. Just obliterated. I also wanted to check out Hidden Lake, and well, the lake is now an absolute feeding frenzy. And there are surfactants in this water. Yes, that is a bunch of surfactants, or sphincters, as Mr. Raft liked to call them. But it wasn't the only place infested by surfactants, though. Holy, look at the surfactants in there! But also, yes, the snow is Wyvern country. Holy heck, I am so thankful for the glide on the snow owl, because if I didn't have this, I was probably dead. Oh shit! No. Just keep going. And I gotta say one thing. This library storage structure that we got with Bob Tor's Tales from the, like, steampunk ascent thing, I didn't know its game for a long time until someone pointed it out in one of my 100 days. And now, I don't think I'll ever go a playthrough without making one. Honestly, stupidly good structure. And well, I think I have decided that I'm gonna go tame a Pyromane, but I also need a shotgun for this, which I made a prim one and then upgraded with the upgrade station, because that's how it is. But before I went to go tame a Pyromane, I headed into the Skylord cave. This cave is normally pretty easy, and well, it had a bunch of Meganeras, aberrant variants to be honest, and Mantis. Now Mantis could also be fun to use, but it would require me finding either a Deathworm spawn, which I don't think will work on this map because they break, secondly, or a Woolly Rhino spawn, which I haven't seen one yet. So at the moment they are untamable for me, but getting the Skylord artifact was a piece of piss. This was probably the easiest cave so far. By far. I then upgraded my shotgun even more and made some extinguisher grenades, which are basically a easy way to what the hell's the word? I forgot what the word is, but it's basically to turn the flames off on the Pyromane. I'm gonna make it that way and simple. Alright, it's just an easy way to do it. Bob's Tall Tales, once again. They work a charm as I extinguish this Pyromane and just beat up a bunch of things until I could tame it. And there we go. One Pyromane tamed. On to the next one, as I need a mate pair because I am not wasting my time. And oh, look, Woolly Rhinos. So I could go tame Mantises, but I don't think there's a point now when I've got the pay-to-win creature that is the Pyromane. and of course I had to build its own little breeding room. And I may have underestimated the size of the Pyromanes, because a mate pair basically take up the whole space here. But luckily the Dino storage terminal will pick up the babies, so it's not too much of a hassle. But I had to keep them away from all my other tames, because if Pyromanes die, they explode, which is kind of terrifying. And once I had a bunch of new Pyromanes, I headed off to the hard ice cave to see if we can take it on, and well, this cave was filled with Seekers, which was fun, but also Ceratosaurus's Diplodocus and Megatherium. So we kind of just zipped our way through, murdering a bunch of Ceratosaurus, as they were really the only problem I had. Also collected a couple of red drops, but then we hit the room that is normally stacked with creatures, and well, that's a lot of Megatheriums. And remember, these are boosted to like 300s-ish high levels. This is like a boosted cave. But luckily the Pyromane can jump, so we got over all that stuff. But it wasn't until we made it all the way to the final room just before the artifact was strong, where I aggroed some of those Megatheriums and learned they are no joke. Freaking Diplodocus blocking the way, brother! Jump up! Oh, the balls. Oh, Purr just died. But I was able to get the strong artifact. But there was no way of getting out, and yet again I found another bug with Arc. Good fun. Ah! Balls! So we returned once again on another Pyromane, this time with Fizzle, our otter, on my shoulders to help mitigate that cold. I did easily get my gear back with a good solid pack of Pyromanes, but we ran into the room of death, as I like to call it, and well, jump. By my button smashing, I died, losing Fizzle, the only otter I had. So I returned once again on another Pyromane. Then I sneaked my way through the legs of all these Megatheriums to get my stuff and get out with the artifact of the strong. I am not coming back here ever again. Goodbye. It was finally time we faced our first boss, the Broodmother, and well, the flaming cats absolutely went to town on this thing. But I also learnt the Broodmother doesn't aggro on the Pyromanes and just rather wants to kill me. But that was a pretty simple boss fight, and my 24 element feels very rewarding. Now, the thing is, this map has 2 underwater caves that I need to take, and I thought the surfactanus is just going to be perfect, and my hidden lake full of them does have a good level. But I also found out that it doesn't matter that they're in the shallow water, they will still absolutely shred me to death and put me in the mesh, so that kind of sucks. But after contemplating my life decisions to jump in the water with a bunch of deadly fish, I did manage to get my stuff back, and we did manage to absolutely murder a bunch of the fish and knock out this female, but also ruin its taming effectiveness because I shot too soon. I just need this for the underwater cave, that's all I need it for. I want a mate pair so I have an imprinted one just so I can do an extra little bit of damage. But there was no good males here, so we'll keep this good level female for now. And then I headed back into the pack cave, which this time I brought myself some flaming kitties, but also learned that Megapithecus can pick them up. So that is absolutely terrifying, that Megapithecus can pick up Pyromanes. Big counter to them? Maybe. And well, this cave was pretty easy now that I had the flaming kitties, and the only problem I had was a sleepy Megalosaurus in the last corridor towards the pack artifact. Oh, that was terrifying. Thank you. I then quickly headed over to the devious cave on Carno Island, and well, this cave was filled with Dodes, Thylers, Crocs, and Glowtails. Oh, for God's sake, the bees. Oh my God, the bees. The bees. The bloody bees! Oh god, stupid bee, stupid bee! I'm getting death rolled! Oh god, bloody hell! Oh, I'm getting death rolled again! The freaking bee! Oh god! Move, move, move! Let me on the popper! Let me on the popper! Let me on the popper! Oi! No! Oh god! Get off! Oh god! The bees! The bees! The freaking bees! Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab the artifact. The dirty bees made this cave actually harder than it needed to be, but as you can see, we got the artifact. But there was one extra little surprise. My favorite light pit had some babies for me. There's a baby glowtail. Mate pair of baby glowtails. Hello. Where's your mama? Can I yoink these? I can. Yeah! Let's go! Mate pair of glowtails. I'll take that. It was a mate pair, right? Lovely. Okay, I'll take that. I then returned back to Hidden Lake to find a max level female Zavactinus. There was also some high level males, but she was easy to knock out and I tamed her. Okay, I'm glad I grabbed it before. Okay. That's the first routine. Let's see. Moment of truth. 59 melee. Disgusting. It's still at the 49 health. Okay. The males, on the other hand, died to beavers. Yes, beavers of all things. So, no mate pair for me. So I headed down into the oceans with the first female I tamed, just to see if I can go ahead and do the first underwater cave, the easier one out of the two. And well, there was a bunch of the most irrelevant sea creature in the game, the Leopleurodons. There also was Zavactinus and a few other nasties, but to be honest, the artifact was a quick snag. And this red job had a nice scuba BP plus some ridiculous flak. Lovely, lovely drop. And then it was time to go ahead and face the Megapithecus, but first I had to deal with the absolute absurd amount of crap around Blue Ob. The Nameless need to frick off. I'm over them, they're doing my head in. Oh, for God's sake, no. 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 No, 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 come on, come on, come on. Come on. No. No, no. Pluto, Noctow's under attack. Oh my god, what the frickin' hell? Dude, the frickin' Nameless are just absolutely coming out of the woodworks, man. Psychopaths. But, as always, the kitty squad went in to face the big monkey. And, well, oh my god, they are just... Ow. Watch out. Oh, they're lifting up the monkey. They're lifting up the monkey. No way. Well, the big monkey was a piece of piss, as the Megapithecus itself is pretty much the easiest boss in Ark's history, in my opinion. So, that was not any troubles. Does give you more element in the Broodmother, though, but hey, 2 bosses down, 1 more to go. But first, I had to enter into the hard water cave, which had a bit of a surprise for me. Oh my... F off. F off. Aberrant berries in here. Dirt. Oh, freaking eels! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting ganged. Oh god. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, fighting a swarm with Leopleurodons, I would never think in my art history I would ever experience, but that was Interesting. Luckily, the artifact wasn't too hard to grab, and I don't have to enter the seas again, and I don't need myself a Mapair of Effectiveness. So, that's the last time you'll see them. The final cave we got to do. The Swamp Cave. This cave was so laggy, like, absurd amount of lag. And it was all because of two things. The amount of creature spawns that are normally in this cave are reserved for little things, so they don't lag your computer. But you replace them with bats, fasolas, a karchar. There's a freaking karchar in the cave! There is a karchar in the cave! Are you joking? And then a bucket load of sheep. These waters in this cave were just sheep. It wasn't water, it was sheep. It was a flock of sheep. Liquid sheep everywhere. I did manage to get the artifact of immune, but my frames were at like 20 FPS this whole time, which was absolutely brutal and painful at the same time. But now it was time to face the final boss, the dragon. And now the dragon itself, due to its fire damage and the Pyromanes being immune to it, kinda was a piece of piss. But yet again, this thing just wanted to eat me and not the Pyromanes, which kinda made it a bit more troublesome for myself. No. The dragon! Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. But as it was, we kinda just slayed this big old beast. There we go. 3 bosses down. Video's over. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Kidding! We still have the tech cave to do, so we will see you in the tech cave. Yeah, you fought out in just on the dragon. No, we're doing the tech cave, and within the first moment of the tech cave, I found something that was invincible. For some reason, it is not dying. Yes, this Reaper's taking no damage. Even though I have a fiddlelight on my shoulders, it's taking no damage. At all. But then again, I could think about it. Is there like a processing volume that makes Wild Reapers hurtable on Aberration that's not found on any other maps? I don't know. But yeah, I decided instead of fighting everything, I just ran the whole cave. That's right. We ran the whole cave down with the squad. Didn't really matter. There was a bunch of absolute ass in there, and when we got to the bottom, I had to destroy this Rhinonafa, which actually should be a fun thing. They should chuck them in the normal tech cave. Basilisk, on the other hand, please don't. And well, after teleporting to the halls of history, it was time to face the Overseer. And normally I like to listen to the epic soundtrack and let it play during my final battles whenever I face the Overseers in videos, but yet again, I did not have the sound recording, so we don't get that epic soundtrack. I might just chuck it on here anyway with the magic of editing. But the Overseer boss fight isn't that hard, and the Pyromane just did work. Honestly, as they are very good creatures, pay to win creatures as people like to call them, but it was good fun to use them to face the bosses, and well, there we go! Overseer has been defeated! Ooh, let's go! That's it! We did it! We defeated the boss! We defeated the Overseer! We have ascended from this randomized island, and well, if you want to see this again, make sure to leave a like. Next time I'll make sure the audio's on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.